Hi, everyone. I'm back. Here's a brief introduction to chapters 4 and 5. Chapter 4 is the chapter on gender, and you will find, I think, this chapter very interesting. You'll learn a lot about the social construction of gender, as we sociologists and anthropologists call it. You will learn about gender roles and the role that society plays in shaping us, shaping who we become as adult males and females and non binary individuals and uh, LGBTQ individuals, etc. You'll also, I hope, have an opportunity to reflect somewhat on your own gender identity, your own gender roles, and how you express your gender identity. Um, and For me, this is one of the most fascinating chapters because I think a lot of the time we don't really think about why we are who we are as males, females, non-binary individuals, uh, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, intersexual individuals. We don't really often think about it. We just accept it because we have always been this way, whatever that way is. But when we have an opportunity to study these concepts and to think more about them and to think more about how we came to be the person that we are, and how not only our families, but also our peers and the media, maybe even religion, and schools, of course, have shaped us to be these, as I said, males, females, LGBTQ, non binary, etc individuals. It's really fascinating to think about it. I also think it's interesting for us to consider the difference between gender identity and gender expression. Those two things don't always match. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And it's interesting for us to consider that if they don't match, that's completely okay. It's acceptable. And we're, as I said in a previous clip, we were moving more forward in accepting of difference in terms of gender identity and gender expression, and maybe moving a little bit back. But there's always hope for learning more and understanding more, and then hopefully having a more accepting and welcoming society. In chapter 5, you will learn about the female reproductive and sexual systems. And I think it's important for all of us, whether you are non-binary or you identify as cisgender male or cisgender female, or however you might identify. I think it's important to understand how the female body works, how the reproductive system works, and some of the issues that sometimes occur for women in regard to sexual health. And so, while this chapter does have a lot of biology in it, um, rest assured that I'm going to focus on the written exam on more of the sexual health issues rather than the biology, but that is in the chapter as well. So that's just a brief introduction to chapters 4 and 5, and I'll see you in the next clip.